life to be lost. Life is so much.
You're on the same page.
Hello, welcome. My name is Kwabena Darko. Welcome. I want to share with you today some few tips on, let's say you live abroad and you have your children here, how you can help these children who live, thousands of miles away from you, at least to become successful. It matters the time that you left the children. If you left them when, let's say, they were below 15, it's so different from those who are maybe between 15 and 20. But as they say, a lot of our people want to travel, so they will travel, and they say it's the money. So I remember my mother said I had to go, and I sent money. I don't know whether my answer was intelligent or was stupid, but I said that it takes more than money to raise children. I don't know whether she was happy or not, but we were having a conversation, and he talked like that. And by the time that my mother was traveling, I was about to go to university, so I was a grown up. I think somewhere around maybe 18 or somewhere. So I was not like I was even 10. I was around 10 years or so. But there is social pressure. The moment you leave and you leave the children here, there is this thinking that they will automatically travel. So if you're not fortunate, and if you don't leave them in good hands, you'll see that automatically the child will start to deviate, because then they don't have to excel in school, because by all means they will travel. As a matter of fact, when you go to churches, you see that they collect your passport and pray for you. People go for prayers, oil, give money so that they can get visa to travel. So once your parents have traveled, automatically they can fight for you, they can fight for you, all those. So those things can have critical effect on your children. And you being sincere, now that there is even social media and all this, being sincere to let your children know that, because sometimes the parents themselves contribute to the behavior of the children here. Why? Because you're always telling the child, don't worry, we want to bring you, Ghana is very difficult. I know somebody who has completed university, and the family people are saying, Ghana is very difficult, you can't find a job, so we want to pay some people to come, take you from Ghana to come to that country. If it is like that, and you continue to impress those things on their mind, then why would they try anything here? Why would they think that there is anything worth fighting for in Ghana? So you have to, at least, you are the parent, your words to your children will sound differently, even though there will be social pressure. What you tell them, the sincerity in your advice to say that you can be successful anywhere that you are is key. Now, some of your children may be exceptional. I don't think I ever thought I depended on my mother or my parents that much as to have to live somewhere to become successful. Not so much. I really did not. But there are some children who are not so much tough. So you may have to identify, is my child that independent in thinking, or they depend on me? If those who want to depend on you so much, you have to find a way to make them a bit independent, because you have not done a great work as a parent if your child is not independent in terms of thinking, and if they don't believe that they can be successful without you have done not so much a good work. So find a way to let them know the things that you go through, the work, the pressure, the finances as well. Because if they understand the difficulties there too, at least they will think twice in when they want to play with their books, or when they want to do drugs, or when they want to follow wrong friends, or even chase boys and girls and things like that. So once it depends. But if they are in their teens and they can work, find a way to let them get something to do. And when somebody is giving fair report on them, listen. Sometimes when the child is misbehaving here, and maybe the grandparent or an uncle or somebody is trying to tell the parent that, they go back to say, it doesn't matter, you are just shouting at them because they are not your children. Those things will let your children not grow well. The other thing you have to help them with is introduce them to books. Introduce them to books that will teach them about money and about life. You want to push them to pass their exam, because if they are between 15 and 25, for instance, education is key. So you want to let them at least finish the secondary school and go to tertiary, which is critical. It's good. It's good foundation for them. And you want them to study, read. If your child, the hope that you have is seeing your child with a book, a good book. For me, if I don't leave my children anything, and I'm able to instill in them ability to pick a book and read, I would have done a good work. Because then their mind is being sharpened all the time, especially good books. In that case, when they make decision and it's good, they stay with it. They will not be so much overcome by the peers. So press them to build good character and help them to work. They are your children. They are your treasure. You have to find a way to do that. And you have to let them develop good work ethics here. Never let them believe that if they don't move out of Ghana, they will not become successful. So help them to read books on money. Because one of the things that will help your children to become that much responsible that fast is when they understand money. Financial intelligence, one way or the other, matures people. If a person understands money, they wake up too quickly. They grow faster if they can make good decisions with money. A lot of our choices, even as adults, come from our understanding, whether it's good or bad, about money and how money works. Financial education separates a lot of people. They bring a lot of clarity in your thinking. You will see whether that 10,000 is worth it, that you have to use that 10,000 to pay somebody to get your visa, or you have to trade with that 10,000 here. If you have good understanding of money, you will know. If you have good understanding of work, work ethics, you will know. And if you can get your child to at least see what they will become in the next 5-10 years, that will condition them. Any child who believes that they want to be successful, they want to become something, you will not see them misbehaving, because there's something that they look up to, and it separates them. So your ability to help them to aspire to become something, to become somebody, will help them to endure the pain and the distractions that will come. So my name is Kwabena Darko. I'm sharing some few tips as to if you happen to be abroad, you happen to be somewhere, and your children are in Ghana, how you can help them to grow as you wish. There's a lady in England who asked me this question and said that if I could share some thoughts on this. I've never thought of it anyway, but she shared that. And I grew up just like that, just that I was a bit, mature. So you have to, and I can see the impact it had on my juniors as well. So it's not good. It's not good if you leave them here, and you are always bringing them money, and they are not working for anything, and they don't suffer anything anyway, and you panic when they say that they don't have any clothes, they don't have anything, and then when somebody is coming, you always bring in the money. They will grow, and they will never want to work. They will never want to take care of themselves. They will never want to push for anything, because you fed them. It's like going to school with scholarship all throughout. A lot of the people who go to school with scholarship all throughout, when they come out of school, they still want somebody to hold their hands to give them jobs, But those who are hustlers, they don't even finish school. They start to do something for themselves. I remember, when you were in school, there are some people who were teaching, doing something for income. When those guys come out of school, they don't wait for help. It's the same. So when you are feeding the child everything, they are 15, they are 20, and they are in the university, and you are always rushing to send them money, and they don't want to do anything. Anything they ask, you send them. What you are doing is that you are breaking the ability to fight for themselves. You are breaking that ability. And as a parent, you must also understand that. And find a way to expose them to greatness. Find a way. If you can get some mentors for them, maybe you can share my videos with them. Because exposure decides our choices and our aspirations. If you're not exposed to it, it becomes very difficult to think of it. So expose them instead of them just always watching comedy and expose them to some of this information that will gather their thoughts, and that will make them to think of a bigger life than just waiting for you to come and pick them. because some of them do not even have to travel. They can be successful. Yes, moving to other cultures to see is different from thinking that you are nothing here until you travel. And the problem is your child having to think that they cannot do anything in our country until you pick them. That will be difficult. And don't forget that people are always telling them that don't do anything, let them come and pick you. So your assignment is to let them understand that they can be anything that they want to do wherever they are, if they put their mind to it, and if they study, if they equip themselves. So my name is Obeng Darko. I want to say thank you very much for watching. Thank you.